I adore the Mission Impossible franchise, and The Final Reckoning was my second most anticipated film of the year, and I want to love this movie so much, but unfortunately, the movie is just so damn flawed. Here's my spoiler-free review of Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. Speaking to the positives first, I think Christopher McQuarrie is such a fantastic director. He directed the hell out of this film. Like, he knows how to build tension. He knows how to sprinkle in some levity. He knows how to capture a wonderful choreographed action sequence. And the synergy that he has with Tom Cruise right now is incredible to watch. And again, I think he's just a fantastic director. And I thought he did a much better job directing his film than he did with co-writing the script. And for the most part, I enjoyed most of the performances, whether you have newcomers like Tremel Tillman. Shout out to my Severance fans. He was great in this film. I like the new additions of Nick Offerman. It's always great to see Angela Bassett. Of course, you have the OGs like Luther and Benji, who really carry a lot of the emotional weight in this film. And of course, the GOAT himself, Tom Cruise, the last true action hero, is phenomenal in this film. The stunts are incredible, obviously, that we'll talk about here in a second, but I love how each film we get a new layer of Ethan. I thought he was just amazing in this movie as well. But speaking to the stunts, I will say this isn't a big negative, but the film doesn't have a ton of action like a Fallout or Rogue Nation, but when we do get the action, it is jaw-dropping. Without giving too much away, this scene here, the biplane sequence, is incredible, but my favorite action set piece, and one of my favorite in the franchise, is the scene in which we see Ethan Hunt in a submarine. I swear to you all, that scene lasted for like 20-25 minutes, and I could have went for another 20 minutes. Like, it is exhilarating, it's actually pretty terrifying, and it is so well put together. Again, it's one of my favorite action set pieces of the entire series. But as far as my criticisms go, and this is more of a nitpick, but I really enjoy Hayley Atwell and Palm. You know, we have Grace and Paris. I just found them to be kind of underwhelming, and they really didn't have much to do in this movie. I'm also a huge Elsa fan. I feel like this film suffered from her absence. As far as my issues go, number one, the film is way too long in its runtime. Also, the first hour is just one giant exposition dump. The way they treat Dead Reckoning is like the film came out 10 years ago. Like, they're rehashing a bunch of stuff that you found out just 2 years ago. But my biggest issue that I had with the first Dead Reckoning and in this one is I am not a fan of the Entity or Gabriel. But overall, despite its issues, Tom Cruise's unwavering dedication to Ethan Hunt brings you back to the fold and kept me enthralled. Ultimately, The Final Reckoning feels like a big thank you love letter to the dedicated fans over the years, tying the entire series together. Now, while bloated and convoluted at times, the film still delivers thrilling moments and a mostly satisfying ending to this chapter. If you want to hear more of my thoughts about Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, click the link right here to hear my full thoughts about the film. So those were my thoughts on Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. Not disappointed by any means, but it was somewhat of a letdown, especially from a narrative perspective. But let me know what you all thought about the film. Where would you rank this movie? And do you really think this is the last chapter? Let's talk about it all in the comments below.